What's up, guys? My name is Nick. I'm the CEO and owner of Boro Bazaar. This one thing saved my business, and if you don't have it, then you're failing at your business, and everything around you will fail. For those of you who don't know, I live in the southeast area of America. So right now, we're experiencing Hurricane Helen, and I've been without power for the past 3 or 4 days. I made a couple of sales, but overall, I'm pretty tapped out. So I had to clear out my business fund, clear out all of my savings to get a generator running so that my family didn't get sick. And let me tell you guys, savings is the one thing that has kept me alive and above the water. So for the past maybe year, I've been keeping savings. For the past 9 months, we've been on a budget. So the budget has helped us be able to put any extra money that we have on the side into savings. Every single time I get paid, no matter what it is, I put a minimum of 5% into savings. So all of my money that I get from my job, I put 5% into savings. As for the money that I get from my business, I put 10% of that into savings, 10% into my business savings, 10% goes to giving to others, and another 10% goes towards extra bill money in case I need it. Hurricane Helen devastated the southeast. Here in Georgia, where I'm at, about 90% of my county got blacked out. And we still don't have power, and we're assumed that we're not going to have power for another 4 days. So me having this generator has saved me money and has saved my family from their health. So savings is the number one thing. And business is fun, and it's important to make a lot of money. But if you're not going to save any of that money, and you're not going to be a good steward of that money, you're going to fail every single time. I've learned this from Dave Ramsey, and I've really been applying it this year, and on my way to getting out of debt. That savings fund, I wasn't at $1,000 yet, but that savings saved me because I really needed it right now, and if I didn't have it, then we would have all been screwed. So in the past 3 days, I have wiped all of my accounts clean. Luckily, you can see that there's some sap on my hands. In the past 3 days, I've made enough sales to where I'm going to be paid $40 tomorrow from eBay. So once I subtract all of the different places where I'm putting my savings, yes, I'm still putting my savings in places, even when I have that small of an amount coming in. I'm going to be left with $20 to spend on stuff. I'm trying to buy an Xbox from someone, and one of the items that I sold, I don't know if I know where it is, so I'm going to have to go looking for it. And recently I took all of the garbage books that I didn't want to sell from that big library sale that I bought, and I gave her all of my extra DVDs that I didn't want as well. Hopefully I did not give her this DVD. I don't know if I actually made money on paper from the DVD, but I did make more money than I had before. What's really beautiful about this process right now is I just had a full stop about 3 months ago, and it just fucking sucked. Now I have another full stop, but I have enough momentum to where when I got smacked in the face and wiped clean, I'm still rolling pretty good. So I'm able to take all of the pieces that have pretty much been shattered, and I'm able to still glue together my business. So I get to start from zero again, and it sucks really bad. And I'm excited about it because I know that I'm capable of doing it because I've done it many times before. And my net worth really hasn't diminished that much, maybe by like $500. I haven't calculated that yet. I've been all in on cleaning up my yard and taking care of my house. So I've just really set the business to the side. But it's Monday. I think that my post offices are open, so I'm going to go do what I need to do today. Alright, so nobody shows you the bad shit on the internet, they only show you the good shit. The Pizzelle maker that I sent out about a week ago just arrived, and it was all fucked up in the shipping. So I lost another $25 on it, which brings me down to zero because I already put $5 into my personal savings. I'm going to keep it there. Otherwise, I would have had $5. And I would have split that up. So I'm at 0. I gotta go back to my roots, which is finding free shit on Facebook Marketplace. Luckily though, I'm not starting at absolute 0 because I've already built up enough in my business to where I am having sales almost daily because I have enough of an inventory. So I have $0, 0 in savings, got nothing going on except for whatever's going to be rolling out. And I do already have one sale, so I'm going to have another $5 in the next few days coming in through eBay. And from there, I'll just see what happens, really. I have no idea. I have sold in the past 2 days this Please Don't Beg green M&M's mug. I made about $2 on it. I spent about 29 cents on it, so that's a pretty great deal. That's like a 10-time return. This was free, and I made like fucking 5 cents on it. It's a CD. So this really fucking sucks. Right now, I'm about to do my net worth and see what I'm worth. And I think I'll still probably be worth about $1,500, maybe a little bit more. As I take all of the numbers, so if I sold everything today and it was all liquid, this would be the amount that I would have in my hands. That's what net worth is. Here's my P&L for the last week. I was plus $506.58, minus $259.76, which brings me to a net increase of $246.82. This is my best week since I've been recording these daily earnings. This was my best week on record. Hugest hit of momentum. Also the same week that the hurricane came. So now we're starting back from square one again. I had my first 0 day. It wasn't actually a 0 day, but what happened was I sold a DVD that I had given away to someone else. So as a note to anybody who's doing this business, if you happen to give shit away, take it off of your eBay immediately, or else you're going to forget about it. I haven't really changed what my inventory is, but somehow I ended up with more of a net worth, which tells me that I might not have been calculating it perfectly beforehand. What I have for net worth this week is $2,100 with all of the items that I have listed. I'm okay with that. That means that if I sold my items for 10% less, each item cost $5 to ship, and there was a 25% adjustment fee for fees and everything, then I would be walking away with $2,100. I'm okay with that. It's kind of takes a little bit off of my chest considering that I just lost everything to this hurricane. So once again, the thing that saved me though was having savings. I started with $0 in savings, I don't know, 9 months ago. I had to spend it all to move here, and then I built it back up. I had almost $700 in savings in my personal savings. I had a little over $100 in my business savings. Hurricane happened, and it blew it all away. But guys, if I didn't have those savings, I would be like most Americans right now in this position in the hurricane, and I would be fucked. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So I learned this from Tony Robbins in one of his books. It's called the SMART Savings Method. And he learned it from someone else. It says, save more at a later time. So essentially, I started saving 4% of everything that I made. Because I'm like, I read Richest Man in Babylon before, and I'm like, dude, I can't save 10% of my income right now. That's ridiculous. Well, I started with 4, and then my income raised a little bit, so I bumped it up to 5 and decided to do 5 to giving. And then the hit, and I'm back at square one. So I'm going to stick with 5% for now until I build my savings up. I'm not going to worry about that other 5% for tithing because everything has happened. Now we have to adjust accordingly and make it all work. So if this has brought you value, please like, comment, subscribe, do all of those things that help the algorithm. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here with me and learning with me through this process. Aveo.